Moisa here and welcome back to another video. I've added more posters. I can't tell if you can see all of them, but I have added the Ive poster all the way in the corner. Her, but I can't really point it. I don't know where my fingers are going. Then I also added the Wua poster up there. And then obviously if you didn't watch any of my previous videos, I also have the Jisoo poster. I have all these posters over here. I have a day 6 poster. I have 3 odd eye circle posters from my album unboxing. And and I have a ZB1 poster. So, you know, I'm still going through my album, seeing if I have any posters, because we have to fill up this whole wall. Don't worry, I'll probably just buy more albums if we don't fill it up. I'm also getting the Ive light stick to add to that collection. But anyway, hi everyone, Moisa here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a reaction to Ald1 Omg UAU, which is a group that's a subunit of Dreamcatcher. I don't really know because Dreamcatcher's not really posting any content at the moment. Jean, NCT Wish, Ode to Love, Apink, Love Me More, TWS UU, and Alldayproject, Look at Me. We're starting with a drama? Well, news. Not drama. But... Oh? How much? Is it going to be overwhelming? Oh my god! Movement! Okay. Oh my god! Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Is it Haley? No, really. 이 기분은 flip that 좀 막새 바로 가자 끝내 Let's basically get that Let's go I don't beat that Music play I feel that I feel so perfect Play go so I like that 기분 맞춰 I do like their use of overlays and split screen. I think it's an editing style that we don't really see a lot of, so I appreciate it. It also helps with the youthful vibes because the song doesn't really feel like kiddie, so it kind of gives it that playful vibe without it feeling like a child concept, if that makes sense. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's the ending? Oh, that's so interesting. I didn't think it would end abruptly, but it ends with them looking at the sunset, which is a choice. I like the song though. I think it's very different from current other groups releasing music right now while still aligning with the current trending sound in K-pop. So I do think they're adding their own individual flair while also taking into account what's trending and what's a fun sound in music right now. I am curious to see more though, just because it's a 3-minute song, which is probably a 2-minute 50-second song because they do have an intro. Actually, it's probably 2 minutes 30 seconds. There's an intro and then there's a very extended outro at the end with them pointing at the sky and looking at the sunset. So I can definitely see there is a little bit of not like they leave you wanting in a way, because it feels like the song shouldn't be over so fast, which again is a current thing going on where a lot of groups are really doing this like dripping of music where they're like, here's a 2-minute song, see you in 6 months, you know. And I just wish there was a little bit more to the song, but I do enjoy it for what it is. I'm gonna watch it one more time just because I want to really like focus in on the visuals. I think I was listening to the song and vibing so hard that I wasn't super in tune with all of the visuals, besides some things that popped out to me, such as the overlay. So I really want to like listen to it again, see how it goes. I will say I do like that they still include the members' names in the video. I think that helps us as an audience. If you don't know their names, or if you're new to the group or you didn't watch the show, kind of helping you know who is who. But overall, that's my initial thoughts. So let's go back to it. Okay, so this intro card with the weather is, I think it's cute because it's kind of setting up what the scene of the show is gonna be, right? And I think it'd be really cool if they did an album maybe like themed around seasons, which each song having a separate vibe. Ooh. I don't know why singing along looks like like this. See, the cup with the floating text wasn't super impactful, but I understand you needed a way to introduce the title. Maybe they could have done something with a weather name of the title, like the wind, and then the wind blows out and it says OMG. You hear they're like building it with the bass, and then you think it's going to be like a stronger beat drop, but then they bring it out into like a lighter melody. I don't mind that because I think it subverts my expectations of what the chorus is gonna be. OMG. They definitely can use those split screenshots for vertical content, which makes me feel like that's why they did that. This rap section is probably my favorite of the rapping. I particularly enjoyed their voices here. See here, when they start doing the overlays, I like that. Maybe they should have incorporated one or two earlier, because they only really do it in the second verse. Yeah, second verse. I wish they did a little bit more towards the beginning. Oh my god. Oh, I just noticed the sparklers came out of their spikes. Okay, that's kind of fun. A little dangerous, but you know, practical effects. I realized I said that they didn't do any of those smaller cut-in scenes earlier. I think they did do one that's almost like the rest of the vibe, and that's with the TV when he picks up something at the table, zooms in on the mug. I think there is somewhat of a cutscene, but it's not exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I like the cutscene when they like help each other up and like they're at the skateboard setting. I think that's more of the cutscene I was looking to be repeated a little bit more. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Ald1 Omg. I like the song. I do think I'll listen to the song. I think it's on par with what I expect from them after listening to all of their previous releases. Okay, let's get into the next one, and this one is I don't know how to say this. Jean. This is long. This is 3 minutes 40 seconds, which, you know, we haven't gotten content in a while. Of course, they look so pretty. Oh. Okay, we're getting a summer song. Everyone loves doing that sunburn thing. Oh, is this English? Yes, it is English. It's so interesting to hear them do more whisper sing. I hope they build on that with the rest of the song. But they might be going for that more mature, sensual sound. Ooh. Sorry, that just makes me feel uncomfortable. Ooh. Okay. I like the start of this verse better. Okay, so they're so hot that they're just burning everyone up. See, I like the entrance of her voice for the pre-chorus. I just wish when they come into that chorus, they punch more. Ooh, outfit change! Cute. Not you burning everyone up. Okay, sponsor, get your money.
Looking at me, I'm looking at you, we're innocent. Making it in time somewhere you had never been. Living like me, I'm something that you never seen. I'm a different chain. I'm a different.
See, I almost said I wish they brought more of the sunburn, but they actually did for everyone else. So I think that was being nitpicky. I like adding layers to the bridge. I think that's a fun decision, and it's kind of giving dance break. The lyrics are very simple, though. I do think the lyrics could have been a little bit more. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I love that it looks like they're in a set when they zoom out, so it's kind of like they're being filmed for something rather than it being taken seriously as a set, because you can clearly tell that the set is fake, right? So I like that when they zoomed out, you can clearly see it was a fake set and they're like not hiding that. I think that was a really smart decision. I know I talked through that and I know some people clicked off and were annoyed by that, so sorry. I just had a lot to say. But I think this is a pretty straightforward song. I think the only thing I would want to do is look through the lyrics, because I do feel like it is a choice to sing in English. I don't necessarily know if I would have had them do this, but they have a few lyrics in Korean, and by a few I mean like 2 lines. So I just don't, I want to understand the decision to do a English song. Is it marketing? Are you marketing more towards that demographic? Like, what were the decisions behind going into an English song? I think that's something I would be really interested in finding out more of. As for the lyrics, you know, make it smooth because we're full of sweets, let me keep it tasty, like, you know, it's a very surface level-y song, but I guess had I heard it in Korean, would I have been like, oh my god, this is so fire, you know, like the trope of when you hear a K-pop song in English and you're like, these are the lyrics, it's crazy. I don't know, like I feel like there should have been more punch in the chorus. I don't mind the softer vocals in the pre-chorus. I enjoyed the beginning of the second verse. I just wish when we build up into that chorus and you really turn up the heat for the chorus, there should have just been more oomph behind the vocals, and I feel like there wasn't. I feel like it stayed soft for the most part, and I just wish that we just did a little bit more, you know. And maybe it's something of you need a different voice to really balance out all the voices in the group. But that's my thoughts. Okay, let's get into the next one. This is Ode to Love by NCT Wish. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, it like froze for a second. But I did like all of the different covers. I think that was why was that the pose? Oh, okay, that's a really nice cut. Oh, I like this. See what I mean? The power in their vocals is so much better when you build it up that way. I wonder if some people think it's too repetitive in the chorus. This is typical K-pop formula. We have singing, then rap. Ooh. Oh, I know the choreo is beautiful. I actually like them being butterflies versus like angels or something. Ooh. Their overexposure is what my camera looks like now that I have the new phone filming now. What is that? Sheet? Ugh. Animated transition. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. And he still has the arrow. Okay. Oh yeah, the person downstairs has like dogs, and like he has a patio and he like lets them out. They're huge. I love dogs though, they're so cute. I like this one the most. This is my favorite song. I think one, it's just really nice to look at. Like the visual choices were really, really strong, and they were well thought through, which I think is why I really like it. I also really enjoyed the way they structured the song. I do think like the rap was okay, but for the rest of the song, I think it was outstanding. I like the way that their visuals connected with the lyrics. I do enjoy the route that they went with the butterflies rather than the typical angel like trope that's going on right now. So I think it was a good bold decision without it being crazy, right? I think the arrow through the chest, that scene, because of how overexposed it was harder to see it coming versus just like in, because the back has like the big wings, right? But when it was being shot, you couldn't really see that because of how overexposed it was. So maybe tone down touch a little bit for that part. But I do overall like the decisions, and I like the stylistic choices that went into making that release. Okay, up next is Apink, Love Me More. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm dying. Apink, Love Me More. It's been a really long time since I think we've gotten a proper Apink video. You have a heart on your foot? Please don't be scary. Okay, beautiful intro. Whoa. Okay, they said we're coming back with a punch. I mean, it's been a while, so you gotta come back with full force. Is that a flute piccolo situation going on? Interesting. Oh, this is so like second gen. Feeling I say 2 gen. I think the shots inside felt more nostalgic and had that second gen feel, whereas outside it feels more current and has a crisper look. Like now it has a crisper look than in the beginning. This looks like the same set that you guys used. Ooh. It's kind of giving boa, like a little bit, especially when they do like full chest voicing. I just love the fullness of their voices. We don't really get that anymore, so it's really nice to hear in a song. It looks like they're in a dollhouse. So cute. Okay, 2000s breakdown, little 90s. Also, their choice of pushing the wind instruments to the front, I really do think it's a flute situation. I like that because I think a lot of times we always push forward like the bass or a guitar. So pushing forward a wind instrument, I think is really fun. Also, we have less members, right? This is not. Well, I actually don't remember. Oh. Feels very Adam and Eve when she bites into the apple. I just think anytime someone bites into an apple in a music video, it's very Adam and Eve. I like this one the most. I do think it's fun how they leaned again into elements that most groups don't lean into. First and foremost, using wind instruments. I think a lot of groups might use a wind instrument, but them really pushing that to the forefront where you hear it distinctly. I like that choice. I think it caught me off guard because I wouldn't expect to hear it, and for them to use it, I think that was really fun. I enjoy the visuals. I think it was very simple, but obviously there was a lot of post-production that went into making it come alive. At some point it felt like very Dollhouse, and I wondered how it would feel like if they went more into a Dollhouse concept. But maybe, you know, that might be more youthful and they're trying to do something a little bit more nostalgic, which is why I think the song leans more towards early 2000s, 1990s, and a little bit of second gen K-pop. I think when I look at older groups like, what is it, SES or something like that, that's the vibe that I feel like when I look at it. And then I just love their use of their full voice and their chest voice over using their head voice, just because again I feel like it's very different from other groups right now. And I know like there's been a lot of critiques about the new styles of music and a new way of singing, and I think this kind of brings it back. And I think for anyone who's looking for a more centered song on what you used to listen to, if you listen to third gen K-pop, second gen K-pop, maybe a little bit of early fourth gen, I think this is a really, really good descriptor of that. And this is a really good example of what that used to be. So I really enjoy it for that. Okay, let's get into the next one. This one is TWS. You guys know we're at to TWS much, so. I fear there's a theme this episode. Oh. Ooh. I did not expect that sound. And I fear it's because TWS has been so pigeonholed in my mind at a specific sound. I didn't think they'd go this different. Ooh, okay, good. See, this is like elevated TWS in my mind. It reminds me of their debut, but it also gives me a little bit more refinement and edge, which I like. This one's fun. It's a lot of glamour shots, but I guess how much can you do with this glowing thing? This is definitely one that I would want to look at the lyrics for. Ooh, I like that shot. Like the close-up with the billboard looks like the sunset, so I like how they cut between those two scenes. Oh, laughing, okay. And it just ends. Yeah. Okay, this one I like a lot. I think that I said it a lot during the video, but I think that again it just feels like a more refined, slightly more edged version of TWS. I like the sound, I like the look. I think that there was maybe one too many glamour shots. I wish maybe if they supplemented some of the glamour shots or choreography shots, that would have been really nice. Even doing something similar to what they did for Ald1 with the split screens where they had members doing the choreography solo. And if they didn't split screen, maybe utilizing that set more that had the colorful flooring and having them do the choreo more there, and even maybe doing like solo shots of them doing cool moves. I don't know if any of them could do a backflip or anything like that. And it's not saying a backflip because, you know, it's a backflip. I think it's more because of the vibe of the song. If they had cut to like fun montages of them dancing, doing fun little tricks or laughing, interacting, I think that would have been a really nice part to include. And it also would have shown fans a little bit more choreo, because I think it was more glamoury, story heavy than it was like mixing all the elements. I do really like the song though. I'm surprised how different it sounds to me, but remember, I don't listen to a lot of TWS. I've listened to maybe like 4 or 5 songs, I think. But I really like this one. I really like it. Okay, but let's get into the last one. This one is Alldayproject, Look at Me. I don't really listen to this group, but I've heard a lot of like this melody, so I hope it doesn't hurt me. This is one I have to watch twice. I like the way you look at me, look at me. We're doing lullabies? Oh. So I heard one of the members is actually someone who she's the one who competed to be in It or Illit. And then this member, who's the main rapper, Bailey, was almost in Meow, which is so interesting to me. So we're just doing glamour. Okay. Someone said they feel like trust fund babies, and I see it. Oh, she's so pretty. I didn't like the start of the rap, but I like it when the beat came in. Oh, I know he has so many accusations. It's crazy. I didn't like that. Ooh, this is the member who was almost in Is Not Illit, right? Is Not, I think. I do like her voice. She does feel mismatched with the group sometimes. It's not my favorite ADP song. There's so much going on. Yeah, I just really like her. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, I need to watch this again. There's so much going on. I think it feels like a filler song, like something they would have in the concert to just go within the songs. I do think that it's not their best. I think I like their debut more. This just was a lot. There's a lot going on visually. There's a lot going on sonically. And again, not like too much glamour shots, not enough group shots, not enough choreo. I think that's really what's hard for me, because listen, we've had co-ed groups before. It can be done. We have had this done before. And again, I think one of the most successful ones, which is not super successful, but successful in my eyes, is Card. Like, very well produced. The vision is clear. I don't know if their vision is clear. I think their vision is that they're more rap, hip hop focused, but it sometimes feels mismatched. Like it feels like we should maybe just be having like is it Yoon question mark? That member feels just added in so they can have like a really pretty sounding, well, she was pretty like visually, but I'm saying like they have like a pretty sounding vocalist, and also like incorporating her, I don't know how well she's incorporated. It kind of just feels like we have to like incorporate her the best way we can. I like her a lot, so I do want her to like stay in the group, but I'm also like, I feel like she would have done really well in like a Meow or an Isna, or like any of the other girl groups that are doing a little bit more of a trendy baddie sound without it, but still keeping it cutesy. And that's why I think of those two other groups, because I think Isna and Meow are like those groups that they do edgy concepts, they do baddie concepts, but they're also like very cutesy and they have that duality to them. And I think she would fit so much better in a group like that, whereas right now I'm just wishing for more. I do think the other four fit a little bit better. My only concerns are that it doesn't mesh, and like maybe it's because it's my first listen to it and maybe like it'll grow on me. I can definitely see this being an earworm, but I don't want it to be an earworm just because it's using a familiar sound, because I do think they're using some sort of lullaby some sort of lullaby in the background that's like making me think of it. And I think that's why I would repeat it more so than like me really enjoying the repetitious nature of it. But let's listen to it one more time. See, like even this first shot, having like one member off to the side, the two girls together, and then I'm assuming the two in the front are like most controversial, most popular. See, it's more palatable now listening to it because I know what to expect. I kind of like the pool table thing, that was fun. Still hate the masks. Him, I like his tone. I like his flow, I like his rap. And then this is Bailey, right? Question mark. I like her voice here, and then we go into like the vocals. I really like it, and that's why I think this vocalist is in the group, because she's really like a really pretty voice. I think we needed something to build into the chorus. Yeah, it's so much better second listen, but I think it's because I'm building up that familiarity with the song. Yeah, I think she has a good rap tone. See, Bailey, question mark, her rap after his rap sounded very Disney. I don't know how to explain it. Her voice is just so nice. This is also a sample of something. Okay. I like the melody in this rap. This is better than the second verse rap, I think. I wish that made more sense when they say that. I wish it just made more sense. And then they have like their little weird characters run out the building. Okay, it's better second listen. I think second listen, it's because it's already in my ear, so I already know what it's meant to sound like, and I'm less jarred by it. So I can see this being a song that grows on people, but I do think this is my least favorite song by them. I wish it wasn't. It's just, and I know a lot of people are going to be angry because I know there's like super popular. I just I just wish they did a little bit more mixing and like really building in the song, like building into that chorus and like developing that more. I think I would have appreciated more. But yeah, those are my thoughts on all the songs today. I know I played 2 of them twice. I'm sorry, that's what added to the time of this video, but I think I needed the second listen for ADP for sure, because now I like it more. And that's called growth, guys. You have to let us grow into a song sometimes, which I know is not always a great idea, but I think second listen was needed for this because I don't hate it. Second listen, I think it's just there's things I wish they would have refined more, even just blending the voices more and like making it make more sense with their vocalist, because I do think she is like the main vocalist and then everyone else is rapping, and then sometimes they'll sing, but it feels like chant singing, so it's not really, you know, having that oomph vocally. And I think it's okay to be just a rap group, but it feels like we're shoehorning in a vocalist because we feel like we have to have a vocalist, we have to have a rapper, we have to have this person, we have to have that person, when we could just go for something a little bit more experimental and be a rap heavy group. I wouldn't mind it. But let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys all in the next one.